Good morning. This is Andy Slawetsky from Industry Analysts. I am here today with Brad Knepper, president of All Copy Products in Denver, Colorado. Brad, how are you today?
Good, Andy. Good morning. How are you doing?
Oh, I'm good. I'm hanging in there. I'm just, doing my thing, checking in with everybody in the industry, seeing how you're faring with this COVID-19 virus, and how are you doing? How are your people doing? What's going on with what's happening with you guys?
You know, we're doing okay. We haven't, fortunately, we haven't had any cases of any employees yet of anybody diagnosed. It's 65 degrees in Denver today and sunny, so that helps with morale a bit. But we're just trying to keep it together. Trying to keep the business going as best we can. We consider ourselves an essential business just because of all the different verticals and things that we service. So we have a fair amount of staff still coming in and just wiping everything down and keeping our distance.
What's so as far as your staff, you get that big, beautiful building that's probably a little emptier than normal. At least you're open though. So what percentage of your staff is coming in versus staying home? We've heard some dealers 90% are at home and some dealers are fully open. Where are you guys in the mix?
I would say we're more like the 75% coming in. We had a sales meeting yesterday, which was interesting. We had 5 different rooms and people calling in from different areas. We kept we went to 6 or 8 feet apart, and it was we were able to laugh about it a little bit. But we still are trying to use sales. A lot of things they can do from home, but we haven't had given everybody the ability to work entirely from home because there's still some things we do in here. A lot of our support staff. We've asked for volunteers to do some furloughs if they want it. They can work from home from 4, and then they can take one day as a PTO day or furlough. And we had actually a lot of people that excited to take advantage of that. They volunteered with kids being home and things. People are taking some advantage of that, spending time with families as well.
Well, it's a change for everybody. The technology that you sell, office technology, collaboration technology, IT products, your experience, your background in that, your wealth of knowledge in that, it's got to be pretty helpful with the climate now with people starting to work remotely. And tell me about, the products that you sell and how you're using them differently now, probably differently than you thought, maybe calls from customers that you're taking now and the types of support that you need to offer to these customers at this point, maybe a little different than the traditional print stuff that you were doing 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago. I'm sure it's more IT laden at this point. What's going on with the customers, your support, and so how's that going?
Yeah, things have certainly changed. My service department, the people that fix the copiers, our calls are down 50, 60, we expect maybe even climb higher than that. But my IT division, Verticom, they're as busy as they've ever been. So we're taking some of our copier connectivity people that aren't busy, and they've been trying to help out with calls and things like that, and some of the lower level support of a lot of the calls we're getting because people move into home offices. So we've been setting a lot of people up with phones, and we can sell laptops as fast as we can get them, but it's
okay.
not. That the supply has been a bit challenging to get, but we sell life-size video conferencing. We did a training with our sales reps, so we can send the client a link, and we can do life-size video conference meetings. There's also lots of other ways to do that, but we're adapting, and we're still trying to not only help our clients conduct business, but we're still trying to present proposals and do qualifying meetings and things like that, much like we're doing right now.
Wow, that's challenging. So you mentioned it before, some of the verticals that you're in, and some of them are just, they were critical before this happened. And now you look at healthcare, first responders, even transportation, trucking, things like that, trying to get just the groceries to the stores, retail. How have you shifted maybe some of your efforts and the support of your customers? Are you prioritizing certain ones, or is there, you really are at a certain level, you're keeping some of these healthcare hospitals running, right? So tell me a little bit about what's been going on in that area, and what are you guys doing at All Copy to help keep people focused on what they need to do to get us through this?
We've I guess with the good news is, and along with some of the bad, is that because a fair amount of our staff is available, we've been able to provide really heightened response times and things like that for the critical businesses out there, because we have so many other businesses that aren't fully staffed. So we've been able to respond quickly. We've had to kind of put together procedurally, making sure that our people are following different protocol when they're entering into these clinics and hospitals and delivering copiers. We've never went through so much of the wipes. And
I can't even imagine.
supplies. And yeah, it's amazing. But but our teams come together and we've adapted. Every day is different. I started saying, and I haven't said it yet, but every meeting I say this is what we're doing today based on what I know today, because I said things, positions that we took 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, a week ago, the positions that we thought we were taking are different today. We've had to change direction many times already.
Well, it's crazy. As of just over a week ago, I was still going to a meeting a week ago. A dealer in the Midwest was about to. They were still going to do their customer show, and then finally, like 2 days before, they finally, we got to shut it down. There was that fine line between how do we keep acting normal and hopefully this will just mellow out, or at some point we all need to take these next steps, which that's where we are today. So that's why I'm, checking in with you and other vendors, OEMs. Speaking of OEMs and vendors, tell me about the support you're getting from you carry a variety of very strong, very popular brands, very well known in the industry and obviously through your customers, not just in imaging, print, but in your IT services. What's the support been like from your companies that you're working with and your partners, your vendors, your manufacturers?
Well, there's a few things. We've had great support. I mean, it's one thing I could say. I've heard from our vendors more than I ever had before, and they're checking in and making sure everything's going okay, and so that's been outstanding. It's interesting how things have changed. A month ago, we were ordering all kinds of extra parts and supplies and things because we thought that there's going to be a shortage of supplies coming from Asia, and then so we ordered all kinds of stuff, and now nobody's using their equipment. So we've got big pallets of parts and supplies. So it's again how things have changed. But we've had great support. We haven't run into any challenges there. So that's been awesome.
Well, appreciate you guys keeping your doors open and obviously taking the time out of your busy day to talk with me. I'll check in with you in a couple weeks, 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks maybe, and we'll do this again, and hopefully we'll have some some more positive messaging and some talking about this little bad period that we're starting to hopefully come out of at that point. But stay safe, keep your people safe, and keep doing what you do. But thank you so much for spending some time with me, Brad.
Yeah, same to you, Andy. Always good talking to you. And then hopefully, like you said, we got some great news in a couple weeks.
All right, sir. We'll talk soon. Take care.
You too.